Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about front office department. Front office department, which is one among the core segment of the hotel industry and considered as the face of the industry. In this video, we'll talk about all the functions which take place at front office department of the hotel and how this is considered as one among the major department. In the further journey, you will explore more about the responsibilities of the front office department and the allocation of duties at the various sections and subsections of the department. The major section of the front office takes care of not just lobby, reception or registration desk, guest relationship desk, cashier or bill section area, which is further connected to the accounts department, telecommunications sector, bell desk, business center, information desk, concierge, tour and travel desk, and reservation. As we will go further with the presentation, you will be able to know more about the significance of front office in tourism and hospitality industry. We will talk in major about the office organizational chart. We will explain about the job specification, position, responsibilities of various departments, and how they are interconnected in the cycle stage of a hotel. Now let's come to front office department, which is not just the most important department in the hotel. It is also considered as the nerve for hotel operation. Okay, when we are talking about nerve, it means the whole supply of business, the whole supply of communication will take place from this department. This just doesn't work as an interface between the hotel and its guest, but it is the first point of touch. It is the place where customer is connected not just with the hotel or the entity. If served well, this is the only area which will be able to generate the repeat business to the hotel. In your career, you will always find front office being part of lobby. Lobby, which is a large open area or the entrance hall in a building used by the public. It is always considered that lobby has to be the most beautiful, it has to be in the most beautiful format, has to be in the most luxurious format, or has to be in the most organized format. It basically means this is the first impression the customer will have about the company, and from there the customer will decide the type and style of communication, the type and style of accounting. When I'm talking about accounting, it is directly related to revenue. It means if the impression of the hotel from its lobby or the front office will appear to be nice, you can always look forward to have a nice prospect for the business. At the same time, if not treated well, customer will not be able to stay himself connected with the hotel property. It doesn't just take care of the impression part or handling the guest procedure part. It is directly connected with the accounts department, which is further connected with the customer for the settlement of bill, accepting bookings, and settling the checkouts. So let's understand the responsibility of the front desk. Is it just the effective communication, or is it the team behind the effective communication? You will have the team of supervisors, receptionists, and GREs to take care of the guest, to give them the warm welcome, to complete all guest check-in formalities, to take care of the guest folios, assigning rooms, issuing keys, assisting disabled guests, providing room status or updating with the room status report, settling guest accounts like bill preparation, payments, etc., and coordinating with all the departments of hotel for any guest-related issue. Not just that, they are the people who are responsible, or they are the team who is responsible for the safe and pleasant stay of the customer with the hotel. As you can see with the slide, the front office department will have certain shift times. It may be day shift, evening shift, night shift. Now let's understand more about the organizational chart of the front office department. When we are talking about organizational chart, we are trying to consider, or we are trying to understand the size and style of operations of hotel. It can be basically categorized as small size hotel, medium size hotel, large size hotel, depends upon the budget. Moving forward, let's understand more about the duties of a front office personnel. The major duties of a front office personnel is not just doing the booking part or taking care of the check-in. It assists in check-in process, handling all the queries, complaints, other issues, promote the hotel products, services, add-on services, special offer with the hotels, so that the hotel is being able to generate the maximum revenue from the customer. The responsibility or the team which works along with the front office personnel is the reservation agents, door attendants, night auditors, receptionists, concierge person, front office manager, bellboy, cashier, etc. Now let's understand the duties of a front office personnel. It coordinates with not just with the department, with the customer, with the back office, with the operations, with the management. They are also responsible as a major link between the employees as well as management. So technically, the internal customers and the external customers of the company are being connected by front office department. They are sometimes responsible for hiring, training and supervising purpose for all the disciplines, for reservations, for guest service staff members in order to maintain the desired standard of service. So technically, we understand that this department has a major responsibility of not just taking care of the current business along with allocating the right budget for the upcoming business schedule for the hotel as well. They also help in evaluating the job performance of every employee. The other important operation taken care by the front office is the bell desk. Bell desk, which is always considered as being placed in opposite to the front desk in the front office department. As in front office, we understand as the face of the company. It is the first interaction point with the customer, which is placed at lobby. They just don't welcome the customer but create a blueprint of assistance to customer. Then you have the bell desk. Let's understand what bell desk is or what is the responsibility of a bellboy. Bell desk is basically the area, or you can understand this is the main section which takes care of the luggage which is being carried by all the customers who are checking into the hotel for the accommodation or taking a room to stay in the hotel. Bell desk take care of the guest luggage right from lobby to room at the time of check-in and from room to lobby at the time of departure or checkout. Along with the luggage, they are also responsible in familiarizing guests about the safety features of in-room facilities and locating a guest in the specified area of the hotel, posting guest meals and providing information to guests about the hotel property and the add-on services what customers can consume at the time of their stay with the hotel. Now let's understand the duties and responsibilities of a cashier. Cashier, again, the very, very important segment of the business or of the hotel. They are not just responsible of receiving the payments or understanding what is the balance amount of the guest and taking care of their folios or recording the right credits in the guest folios. They are also responsible for preparing the right bills at the time of checkouts, handling the credits and debit cards for the settlement of the guest in the hotel, and administer the safe deposit system. So technically, this is the department which takes care of the safety and security of people who are going to stay with the hotel. Often we feel that door attendant is not that important. But have you ever thought of creating an experience which is not served well? Or maybe talking about dining at the restaurant where the platter is not being served well. So we can always talk about the pleasant door attendant. Hospitality industry has a lot to do with the presentation, has a lot to do with how everything looks, how everything is disciplinary action being managed, how it has been taken care of, how hospitable the whole staff would be in the hotel once you would be entering in. So they not just open the doors of the guest vehicles, they also take care of the bellboy who is helping in lifting the luggage. They are the people who coordinate with the parking and taking care of the guests in the right manner. Then comes the department which takes care of the night audit. Night audit is again a very, very important department in the front office, which takes care of the night audit reports. So technically, what night audit is? Night audit is the area which is minutely monitoring the activities of business in the hotel, which is taking care of the check-in and check-out of guests in the hotel, the departures after 11 p.m., it is also helping in processing the reservations, performing the duties of safety guards, security guards, monitoring fire safety systems, acting as cashier for banquet functions, and performing the duties of all the managers. So technically, they are very, very important. Here comes the key person, the receptionist, who is not just an attendant or not just a supervisor. Maybe he's the manager. He's the manager who's not just taking care of greeting or handling. That person is responsible providing guests all the information, assigning room keys, dispensing right room keys to the guest, and along with creating the right business flow to the company. Concierge is the department which takes care of the reservation for dining in the famous restaurants. When we are talking about famous restaurants, we are talking about the restaurants which are there in-house in the hotel. They are also responsible to, on request, taking care of customers' reservation in the other restaurant available in the city. They are also responsible in arranging the tours, limousines, or any other car which is available on customer request, handling the ticket inquiries, handling the VIP guest, giving personal keepers or personal helpers, obtaining tickets for theaters, musical nights, latest information of events. So technically, we understand concierge is the department which is looking after as the overall experience creator for the customer in the hotel with the city. Then comes reservation agents. They are there to take care of the customers by handling guaranteed and non-guaranteed reservations, by taking care of accommodation, by upselling the accommodation, by preparing the expected arrival list and the expected departure list every day. They are the people to take care of customer guest folios and reservation documents. Telephone operators. They take care of incoming and outgoing calls, wake-up alarms, taking messages, operating hotel paying systems, handling the direct incoming calls, and providing paging services for the guests. So technically, they are the people who are behind the scene, assisting the guest for the right communication with their entities. Now let's understand the duties and responsibilities of the front office manager. It not just handles all the administrative tasks. It takes care of the hiring, training, motivating, giving appraisals, making departmental budgets, ensuring the smooth functioning of the department so that there is a level standard which has been maintained by the staff at the time of their services, forecasting the sales, monitoring reservation systems, maximizing the occupancy in the hotel, conducting departmental meetings, and keeping a right check on the arrivals and departures. Let's understand the flow of information or the hierarchy chart in the front office organization. As a front office manager, you are communicating with the reservation manager, manager at lobby, assisting the front office manager, and the night manager. Reservation manager is further responsible to create revenue for the company with reservation agents. They are directly in touch with the reservation companies so that there is a continuous flow of business in the hotel entity. Then comes manager at a lobby, who is further in touch with the bell captain who is taking care of the luggage, the concierge person who is taking care of the overall experience of the guest with the city, bell captain who is further in touch with the bellboys, and concierge operator who is further in touch with the van drivers for the smooth functioning of the experience. Then comes your assistant front office manager, who is further in touch with the receptionist, the telephone operator, information desk clerk, or a head cashier. Then head cashier is further in touch with the cashier who is taking care of all the folio, all the business which is happening in the hotel. The night manager is further in touch with the night auditor and the night clerk. So technically, we see the four main entities: reservation manager, manager at lobby, assistant front office manager, and night manager continuously in touch with the front office manager, the person who is the key source of the flow of information in the company. Then comes the assistant front office manager. The responsibilities of the assistant front office manager, how would it look like? Of course, they have major responsibilities in the form of creating the daily reports, arrival list, departure list, VIP arrivals, which are very important, group arrivals, conducting daily meetings, updating front office managers about the happenings, and liaising with the other departments like housekeeping, sales, and F&B service. So here we understand how the departments are interlinked, how assistant front office manager is responsible to be in touch with the housekeeping department, sales department, and F&B department. Then let's understand the responsibilities of a lobby manager. Lobby manager is continuously there to take care of guest complaints. He is also responsible to motivate staff for the smooth functioning at lobby and coordinating with the security staff to ensure safety and security at hotel. So, lobby manager handle the keys. Now let's understand the reservation assistant. How the reservation assistant is not just there to receive and process reservation inquiry of guests. They are there to maintain the records, update room status, understand about the status available for late check-ins and late check-outs. They are there to share the information with other departments for the smooth functioning of sales of F&B, food and beverage. They are there to prepare the expected arrival and departure list, to fill registration cards in detail, to inform the receptionist, to prepare the guest folder having the documents made and messages. Cashier is the person who is always responsible to prepare guest list, guest bills, update guest transaction at daily, guest balance to other account, and then further transfer it. Settle the account by cash, credit, vouchers, etc. Exchange foreign currency. So cashier is the person who is in touch with bank, who is in touch with foreign exchange agency as well, to take care of the smooth flow of cash with the company. They are also responsible to make the closing balance statement with the company and maintain a house bank. Guest relationship executive is there to take feedbacks from the guest, to understand how the repeat sale to the company will come, handle VIP arrivals and attend to VIPs, maintain the guest command cards. Now what the guest command cards would be? They are the special commands given by the senior managers to the guest relationship executive. At the time of booking, the VIP guest or maybe the key guest can create special arrangements or can create special requests. So to handle special requests, guest relationship executive is always at his toes to create a positive image of the hotel and check any complaints and inform the department. After understanding all the duties and responsibilities of various people or the whole team at the front office department, we are often surprised or keen to know more about the qualities of a front office personnel, how the personnel would look like, what all qualities or attributes any front office personnel need to have to be part of very, very dynamic and very, very demanding front office department of the hotel. One, I would always feel the punctuality and the discipline. Hardworking because of the long shift hours. This is the face of the company, so a very, very good communication skill. You need to be very, very diplomatic, got to be very, very calm and courteous. At the same time, you need to have an amazing salesmanship so that with your right hygiene and grooming, you are able to sell the right product of the company with a pleasing personality and positive attitude. And yes, last but not the least, you need to have a good memory to understand who is the key customer who can bring in good revenue sales to the company or repeat sales to the company. Let's understand the guest cycle stage. Guest cycle stage, what does it mean? How does it look like? It basically talks about the whole experience of a guest with the hotel. So right from the pre-arrival, when the customer has done the booking online or maybe through some reservation company with the hotel, so how the communication or the flow of communication went to the guest, we need to understand the experience of a guest at the time of arrival, till the time of his stay with the company, at the time of his departure, till next time the customer is keen on being part of that company in the form of repeat sales. Now let's understand what pre-arrivals are. Pre-arrivals are basically reservations. That is basically, you can talk about how your company's online presence in today's time is, or how in reality the flow of information out of your hotel about your hotel looks like, how the customer is perceiving about the brand image of your organization, which would help the customer to choose your product over others. Arrival will talk about the registration, the room assignment, issuance of room key and baggage handling. So technically, the whole experience of the customer being part of your entity at the time of registration when the customer is being taken care by the front office department, by the bellboy at the time of room assignment and the housekeeping department, at the time of issuance of room key and the baggage handling. Now let's understand how the experience of in-house looks like. Front office department is always responsible to take care of mails and messages, maintaining the account of guests, paging and travel assistance, and of course safe deposits and currency exchange. At the time of departure, they are also responsible to prepare the guest bill, settlement of the right account, coupons, if at all they are there to take care of customer, so that they are always enticed to be part of a repeat sale. Transportation, if being taken care by the concierge, or future reservations. That's it for today. I guess we spoke in detail about how front office of the hotel looks like. I expect this video will be of good help to you for the smooth understanding of front office department. Thank you.